Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM lead. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching BridgeWater Knights. Oh, that's some high-quality caffeine right there, I tell you. All right. So, first, we haven't been gaming that much in my home game because they're doing construction on the road right outside my door. So one of my players can't make it every week because you can barely get to my house unless you take this. They've literally torn everything up. There's a dirt path. There's no more concrete or asphalt in front of my house. And you might be able to hear beeping noises throughout the thing because, well, it's gonna be all torn up. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. Let's talk about what happened in the games that we have played. So you know that they've gone to, they cleared out the Tomb of Mashak. They have started in a bar fight, got into a little fight there in the process. Now they are on their way upriver. They had been hired by the prince, or been told by the prince, by order of the prince, that they're going to go escort a large quantity of arcanite back that belongs to Julian Broadtoe, also known as Fat Julie, the mob boss of BridgeWater. So they are going to escort this back by order of the prince and the king because somebody owes somebody something, and the BridgeWater Knights, aka the demon killers, as they're known in the kingdom, are going to go escort this back. So, the first trip up there, the first few days, they get to Grush Port. While there, they just look around a little bit, hear about some goblins up in the mountains. And one of the characters has been to Grushport before and said, "Screw that! I'm not going up in those mountains. That's where the Vines of Madness are." And no. Well, while they're having their nice little dinner at the local inn, one dude comes in crying and he's got a bag of gold. This bag of gold has a picture of a tiefling on it, and on the coins. The coins used to be a person, so anybody who's played Vines of Madness knows what happened. So anyway, while they're sitting there enjoying a drink, sobbing over this, deciding that one of the players, Terrid, convinces Clay that Clay is a sorcerer, that he has been doing magic because he is a sorcerer and is born into it. So now Clay, who is a fighter cleric, who doesn't believe he's a cleric, now believes he's a sorcerer. He went out and bought a spell book. So yeah, there's a whole mess of things going on right there. But in the process of all of this, the town gets attacked by goblins, because the goblins had come down to find this party and wipe them out because they killed Dave. Dave was an important member of the goblin clan, and they were doing it in remembrance of Dave. Dave is going to become an ongoing joke for myself because I was just like, you killed Dave. Anyway, they defeat these goblins. Of course they do. They get on the ship and they continue to head north. The ship leaves the next morning, leaves the port of Grush, and heads north. Continues to head north or east, depending on how you look at the map. Anyway, they're heading towards Iron Keep, the capital, to pick up this large quantity of arcanite, which they've got about another 3 days to go. In this process, they meet a very wealthy dwarf and talk to him a little bit about his grandkids. He can't wait for his grandkids to come into the world and be ready. And then about an hour later, they find this dwarf dead in his room. And then about 30 minutes after that, they find him walking around on deck. So they've locked down the ship and searched it from top to bottom. They can't find any killer. They don't know what they're looking for, so they start interviewing people. And in the process of the interviews, Captain Andral brings some people in and says, hey, these people just got attacked. They've got these scratches on their arms. They don't know where it is. So these people tell them, hey, we were just sitting on deck, and all of a sudden, whoosh, we have these cuts on our arms. And they're like examining and searching for disease. Clay is a cleric, so he, cast disease thing. I forget exactly, but where you can sense the diseases within so many feet. I go, yeah. And about 30 feet, you find 5 people infected. And they're like, whoa. We pull these 5 people apart. We start sending everyone else out. And I'm like, okay. As you're doing that, all of a sudden the one guy goes, oh, I'm not feeling so good. And a Slaad tadpole burst from the chest of this guy and immediately grows. And then, so, well, the rest of them haven't burst yet. They're fighting Slaads. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Because there's a Slaad. They don't know how many Slaads are on board. All they know is there's at least 5. It's going to be so much fun. If we can get the gang back together. In the process, I am doing other games. I'm running games on the internet now. Isn't that awesome? That's what these are. These are games I run on the internet. Well, I do a live Q&A on Mondays. I do, which I stream on Twitch. I can't stream on here and Twitch at the same time. My computer just cannot handle it. But I stream on here, I stream on Twitch, I stream on my Discord, and I do a live, it's all TikTok, Discord, and Twitch. And then on Monday nights, that's what I do on Monday nights. On Tuesday nights, I do the Black Door. The entire group is Hired Assassins. That's fun. Wednesday night, I actually guest star in some other people's games, so I never know where I'm at or what I'm doing. Thursday night is offline for the most part until we start running our approved players, which is, I'll get to that in a moment. And the Order of the Scale, which is a first come first serve game I run on Friday nights. I'm going to be running on Friday nights tonight. This coming up Thursday will be the last time it's run on a Thursday, and then it will be following every Friday. I needed Thursday open for other reasons. For my approved player game. Now, the approved player. What is that? What is an approved player? Well, that's what this link right here is going to talk about. Approved player is somebody who has hit the approved player button on my Patreon. So if you're a Patreon member, there's a bunch of stuff on the Patreon. You can go watch another video. You can just hit the link over and just read it for yourself. I'll be honest, it's probably a lot faster that way. But approved player is one of those things, and I'll be running an approved player game. Now, that all being said, I do have something else I want to talk about. We as a community, we're gamers. Gamers, we come together to game. Well, we had a game, one of the members of my Discord channel, and friend has had an accident. In fact, these are the people that replaced my cup after my dog broke the original. They were in a vehicle, a car accident. And we've actually set up a fund, which is what this is here, to help them out. Anything that can be, we're not asking for a whole lot. Just if you can donate $1, that would be awesome. We'd really appreciate that. But it's just kind of help them out, help them get through, because their car's trashed. Just to help with some bills, help with vehicles, help with groceries, just whatever a little bit, because they're going to be out of work for a few weeks. And if you've ever been out of work and you need help because of that, you know what's going on. So if you've got it, help. If you can't help, share the link. Go there, read it, share it with people you know. Be much appreciated. And And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that sharing with the gaming community later on, probably tonight in a live. So just keep that in mind, people. We're all gamers. We're all here for each other. Whether we're competitive in the game or we play co-op, we should help each other, because that means more people playing. The more people play, the more fun we all have. That is all I've got for now. I don't want to take up too much time because it's just hitting the 10-minute mark, and y'all don't watch after the first 2 anyway. Sometimes. I don't even watch myself after 2 minutes. I'm not that funny after 2 minutes. Anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. Remember, if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me reach 300 experience points so I can get to 2nd level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewers, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. 20 experience points if you share the link. Just tell your DM, the AMDM said so. That is all I have for now. So, my friends, go forth and roll some dice.